Hello, friends, family, and Tuesday Morning Tears owners. I am coming to you live for another Tuesday Morning Tears draft show special here in the mountains of North Georgia in the middle of the rain. Before we get started, I wanted to say congratulations to our newest first time champion, champ Jonathan Nudelman. Um, It is his first championship, as I mentioned, which now brings our total league tally to 8 league owners that have won a championship, leaving just Brett and Justin as the last two that are still ringless in the league. With that being said, I'd like to go through those who do have a championship. There's currently 4 owners that have one championship in their belt. Myself in 2013, Rocco in 2018, Dylan in 2019, Jonathan in 2025. There's 3 owners with 2 championships. Alex in 2015 in his first season in the league in 2020, and Beau in 2017 and 2024, and Kessler, the only back-to-back champion, in 2022 and 2023. And lastly, Nick, being the only champion 3 times in this league, once in 2014, once in 2016, and once in 2022. So congratulations again to Jonathan. Way to bring it home this year and finally get on the board with the rest of the league that has won a championship. And another year, same message to Brett and Justin. I'm hoping that this year could be a little bit more successful for you guys, but just the way history has gone in the past, I just don't see it happening. So best of luck. Maybe you guys can do something different or something, but just figure it out, because it's getting embarrassing now. 13 seasons and still nothing to show for it. So you guys know how this goes, right? I have all 10 names in this bowl. I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to pick them, and that'll be the order that you will be able to select your draft position. So first name that I pick out will have the option to pick from any 10 slots. So same thing applies. We'll just go ahead and start getting this going. So for the first pick in the 2026 Tuesday Morning Tears Fantasy Draft, it's going to be Nick. So our most winning champion, or our most winning owner in the league, gets to pick first. How fitting. Like I mentioned, Nick is the winningest owner in league history with 3 titles in 2014, 2016, and 2021. In 2016, his title was actually the worst winning percentage of any champion. He went 6-6, but still was able to squeak in the last slot of the playoffs and able to figure it out and get a dub. So kudos to him. He knows how to get into the big dance, and once he's there, he comes out with a ring most of the time. An overall record of 79-88. He's below 500, but like I said, he's got 3 rings, so he's good in my book. Nick, you got the first pick. First choice. All right, for number 2, we will go with Justin. Wow. So starting off with the 2 best friends, Justin and Nick. We're going from the most winning owner in the league to arguably the worst owner in the league. 13 seasons, every single year that this league has been a thing, he's been an owner and he's been participating, but yet 0 championships. I think that's what Dr. Eggman stand for, a big egg in the championship column for him. An overall losing record of 78-89, with the worst average finish of any owner in the league at 7th. Unlike some of the other titleless names on this list, this one isn't just bad luck. The numbers are strictly not there. This is the most tenured ringless owner in the league, and the results are there to back it up. I hope that burns a fire under you that you haven't had in 13 seasons, man, because you're better than this. We know it. So Justin, you're second. Number 3, Third choice. Beau. Wow. Beau will now have the third choice. So the Rickus brothers go back to back here. That's pretty good. Beau is the ultimate boom or bust owner. He won it all in 2024 at 11-3, and then followed it up in 2025 by going 3-11, finishing dead last and being the single worst title defense in league history. Also, he has a first title back in 2017 with the lowest points of any champion, proving that defense could also get the job done. He's got 2 rings. He's 84 and 83 overall. So he's the epitome of just consistent defense. That's kind of been Beau's MO his whole life, and he plays fantasy football that same way. Like I said, in 2025, he was 3-11 after having a hangover of his championship in 2024. So hopefully that has worn off, and now he can come play some football in 2026. A quick note on the Rickus brothers. Justin and Beau have both been in the league since day one, since 2013. Same last name, same tenure, 13 seasons played. However, Beau, 2 rings at 84 and 83. Justin, 0 wins, all-time losing record, worst average finish in the league. So it's clearly not genetic, but something to talk about over Thanksgiving for sure. Because, Justin's not carrying the last name very well. All right, so Beau's off the board now. For the 4th pick, it'll be Nudelman, Jonathan Nudelman. Our reigning champion will pick 4th. Jonathan is the greatest rebrand in the league history. He has the worst all-time record in the league at 69 and 98, but he is your reigning champion. In 2019, he had the he had the best finish of anybody, and went 11-1 with a 35-point differential, but still couldn't get the championship. So I'm glad this season he was able to do it after finishing 2-12 in 2024, winning it all in 2025. So it's complete opposite of Beau, from champion to dud. Jonathan went from dud to champion, and I'm happy to see him get his own because he deserves it. So Jonathan, you'll be picking 4th. For the 5th pick, Dylan. Dylan will be picking 5th. Dylan is as steady as they come, right? He's parked in the middle of the standings pretty much every year. He finishes 6th on average at 83 and 84 overall record, and won championship in 2019. He did have a runner-up in 2014, but no one remembers that. That was basically when we were kids, so that didn't count. 6 playoff appearances, only 2 top 3 finishes in those 6. So he's the definition of gets in, doesn't always do the most when he's in there. So he'll be picking 5th. Kind of goes with his MO, kind of middle of the pack, average guy, very vanilla. So yeah, he's going to be picking 5th. Not much more to say for Dylan. Hopefully he can add some more spark this season, but I'm not so confident in that. All right, for the 6th pick, where am I going to pick mine? Brett. Brett will be picking 6th, and he needs some help, as we know. The regular season king, right? The guy that gets it done when it doesn't matter. Brett Steinman picking 6th. He's the most loyal name in the league, I'll tell you that. He's never rebranded once. But here's the twist. He's got a very winning record of 89 and 78 and a solid sixth place finish on average. Generally good, you would say, but with 0 championships, that doesn't mean anything. So he's not a losing team that's never gone there. He's a good team that's never done it. The most legitimately cursed resume in the league. There's been times where he's looked like he can take it. He can be the team to take it home at the end, but still hasn't gotten it done. So hope to see something different for you in the future, Brett. But we'll see. 13 seasons, 0 championships. That's not a coincidence anymore. Okay, so now I believe this is the 7th pick. This would be the 7th pick. 7th, Evan. 7, Evan. Evan is a back-to-back champion, the only one in this league's history. In 2022 and 2023, was able to get it done back-to-back, the only league owner to ever do that. The rest of his resume is pretty shite. 76 and 91 overall record, losing record overall. And he does have a 10th place finish, which I've never done. But I will say he has 2 first place finishes, and I've never done that either. So kudos to him. Proof that you don't need to be consistent. Just proof that you just got to get it done a couple times, and no one will remember. So, Evan, you'll be picking 7th, and looking to get back on your winning ways from the early 2020s. So, 8th slot will be Alex, Mr. Solomon. Solomon's a very interesting one. He joined the league in 2015, 2 seasons late, and still managed to have 2 titles in 11 seasons. Justin and Brett, no excuses. He is the best title per season rate out of anybody in this league, not named Nick Witcher. A dead even 71-71 all time, Mr. Consistent, and somehow just includes 2 championship runs through that 71-71 record. So sneaky and a proven winner once he gets his name into the big dance. So beware with him. Only 2 more spots left. I still haven't got picked. That sucks. So we'll see if I can get my name. And I'm not picked. I'm going last. Rocco is picking 9th. Dog Pound. Mr. Dog Pound. Same owner, same team name every single year since 2013, with 1 title in 2018 to show for it. Respectable 87 and 80 record, 5th place overall finishing on average. Consistently unflashy, hard-nosed dog pound football that gets it done. The most stable identity in the league, full of rebrands. Got to give it to Rocco. You know what you're going to get when you go up against a team like the Dog Pound. So last but not least, Devin is picking last. The best all-time record in the league at 106-61 with a 63% winning percentage, and the most playoff appearances out of anyone with 10 playoff appearances in 13 seasons, yet just 1 title in 2013. Never used the same name more than once in 13 seasons, so not consistent on that. I am a regular season machine with a trophy case that is basically empty other than this league's first season. So a lot of bark, not a lot of bite. Been doing some soul searching this summer, and I think I have what it takes this year. So guys, thank you for coming in and joining us for another season. I'm excited as ever, as if we were doing this for the first time. It's a pleasure being this league's league manager, and gentlemen, I hope we have another amazing season. Let's get it.